One of the biggest mistakes I see, I don't see very much information on extreme dirt track setup, TT setup. And um, one thing that you're going to want to do, you're not going to want to run the same, because a lot of time, well, I know on the Honda you're going to increase it. You increase it from the '04 at least, and then you run the stock length. But you're gonna take about a minimum an inch off the swing arm or 2 inches off the swing arm, get a shorter swing arm. And I learned this with Can-Am, and this was a bike before everybody else was even, had even put flat track tires on it. And nobody shortened the swing arm on it before, and there were things we were learning as we did it. We went too wide, and with the A arms, when I was at a slick track, oh man, I couldn't get any traction in the corners. I kept spinning out, and I wrecked twice. It was not fun. But what you can do, so you don't want to do your standard motocross plus 2.5 or plus 2. You can control the width with the rim choice. So it's mostly like flat track A arms. I know Wrath, it's only like an inch or a half an inch, plus one. Is you really, ideally you run the cross country setup. But you're not going to want to have that much clearance, but you know what I mean. The widths. And then you can run a 4-in-1 offset, which means it's 4 in the inside of the front rim and it's 1 inch on the outside. Or suppose you need to get it wider, we just run 3-in-2 offset rims, 3 inches in, and then 2 inches on the outside, so you can control the width. I particularly don't like running 3-in-2 offset. I like the 4-in-1 offset. But a lot of bikes, actually, I think the Honda the 06s came with that offset anyway. With certain bikes don't like the I don't like the steering like that, but it's just like with the you don't want to look ideally you don't even want, like, before you start adding it, this to the swing arm, and plus, what do you like? Also, you got to take that